There was once so much hope and promise for a young Deaf Noodles. Now we're sitting here in the rubble of what could have been a good career. The word of the day today is pathetic. Deaf Noodles was run off the internet a few years ago, and he's trying to make a comeback as an AI, robotic, machine learning YouTube news program for some reason. This is not necessarily an anti-AI video. This is 100% undoubtedly an anti-Deaf Noodles video. And the way that he's using AI is the way that I am very much against AI. And today we're gonna trudge through all of this drama, but before we do, hey, hi, hello, welcome to The Art of Slop. I'm the host of the show, my name is Dan Frampton. Hit the like button, press subscribe, and comment within the first 3 hours for your official 3-hour gang badge. Okay, you filthy little drama hounds, it's time to get your snouts dirty. So this isn't gonna be an entire lore dump on all the drama of Deaf Noodles. Just know that there's been a lot of drama. But I will have to set up some context. Deaf Noodles was once a go-to source for internet and YouTube gossip, drama, and news. Where Keemstar was kind of like the right-leaning version of that, Deaf Noodles aimed to be like the kind of left-leaning version of that. And he was pumping out scoop after scoop after scoop. This guy was legitimately a go-to source for this kind of thing. The Deaf Noodles Twitter account was a must follow for anybody in this current space. And then on YouTube, he'd green screen himself into a Minecraft room, put on some cat ears, and then just deliver that news. And this was a very successful formula for him, but he did not know how to keep the wheels on this train whatsoever. Because as we sit here now, we're seeing that all the videos about Deaf Noodles, when you just search Deaf Noodles, are drama videos about him. And today's video is basically about this top video you see here by Yap Zaddy. And we're gonna get into his evidence in just a little bit, but just for some context, this is how big Deaf Noodles could have been. This is H3, this is Ethan Klein. They do the Steamies, and 1 year, since he couldn't do it with Trisha Paytas anymore,
Deaf Noodles! There you go.
There was genuine excitement for him back in the day, but he totally bombed this kind of audition run, I guess. It was very awkward, this edition of the Steamies, and Trisha Paytas was sorely missed. And then there was his comedy club arc. Deaf Noodles, in his mind, wasn't a YouTuber. This guy was a comedian, okay? And when he wanted to let everybody know how much of a comedian he was, he bought a comedy bar all of his own, okay? And his big plan was to invite all these YouTubers that have been criticizing him into this comedy club so that they could do this like roast battle type thing or whatever. None of the YouTubers took the bait except for one guy who was kind of an operative for another guy. We're gonna talk about Salvo Pancakes, who was there on behalf of Red Bar, and then this took place. So this is Salvo Pancakes kind of infiltrating the whole thing. Not going to get into the whole drama, even though it was the most entertaining thing on the internet for the longest time. Anyway, take it away, Salvo Pancakes.
Red Bar, 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 Red Bar.
Oh. And it was basically during that skirmish there that Deaf Noodles decided that, hey, I didn't really want a career anyway to begin with. He attacked Salvo Pancakes from behind. So now, not only were his comedy shows cringe and bad and awful, he was also like a bad person for attacking somebody from behind, because he invited Salvo Pancakes there for a roast battle, then tried to bar him from entering the building. Then when he entered the building, that took place. There is way more stuff going on with Deaf Noodles. So much more stuff happened. Mistreatment of employees, lying, alleged drug abuse, all of that stuff is there if you want to go down the Deaf Noodles rabbit hole. And his thing was so popular that he got it to almost 500,000 subscribers. But then when shit hit the fan, he deleted everything and then came back to this channel a few months ago to upload AI generated slop. Now at the time, he rebranded this channel to just Irrelevant News. He took the Deaf Noodles name out of it completely, and these were the kinds of videos he was uploading. Let's just go to a random one here. Let's go to JoJo's Confession.
Hey y'all, it's Pearl. JoJo Siwa just sat down with Abby Lee Miller on her podcast and spilled everything.
It's Pearl, you say, Deaf Noodles. Pearl. Very interesting.
Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more juicy recaps and drama updates.
So bad. This is the kind of stuff that we need to not let happen in the world. AI has a lot of good use cases out there. When it comes to polishing up thumbnails, when it comes to like generating kind of information to kind of get your brain started, you know, AI has a lot of good use cases. This is not one of them. Generating a script, generating a voice, generating a whole ass video, and then building a whole channel off of it is absolutely crazy. But then you're like, hey, how do you know it's Deaf Noodles, right? It's Pearl. I believe that that's Pearl. Well, no. He then decided to do a face reveal where then he face reveals as Deaf Noodles, changes the name back to Irrelevant News with Deaf Noodles, and now all of these videos here that he's been uploading with his face in them have been definitely 100%, in my opinion, AI generated. And the reason why I'm coming to that conclusion is because of this wonderful video over here made by Yap Zaddy. He did a great job going through Deaf Noodles' video frame by frame, analyzing it to tell you, hey, videos don't necessarily move like this. What do you do in AI, Deaf Noodles? So we're gonna get into Yap Zaddy's evidence here. Then I'm gonna show you a couple pieces of evidence of my own, and would you believe it, the real life flesh and bones Deaf Noodles is actually still uploading content as a human being, and I'm gonna juxtapose the two of them, Robot Dennis versus Real Dennis. By the way, that's his name. And then by the end of this video, all of my extra talking points on top of Yap Zaddy's definitive proof is going to make you know that this guy over here, Dennis, is AI generated. Okay, Yap Zaddy, let's get some of that undeniable evidence underway.
His mouth. But the thing is, if this is real footage and he's doing an AI mouth replacement, then that means he has a finite amount of footage that he's actually recorded. There's a limited amount of versions of Dennis that can exist in any given video. So I took the original footage and I started kind of comparing different moments to see if I could see whether the footage was being reused throughout the video. And I didn't find anything until he uploaded a second video. So these are two different videos uploaded on 2 different days, and I'm gonna show you basically my smoking gun, essentially. This is the evidence, in my opinion. Get ready.
Haley Welch of
I
Hawk
did it
to a
again.
fame social
I guess I'm
media
back.
to raise
The
Star
other
Trek
guy,
Young and
yeah,
Hawk
he tried to kill
as
me
her
off,
next
but
podcast
forgot I'm a
guest.
cat with 9
Because
lives.
who'd want
Anyway,
a star
he got
power
what he
in the
deserved.
lineup?
And
The
now
Hawks
it's time to
obviously
get back to
responded
what we do
positively,
best.
right?
Buckle up,
Went
we got
how
some good
Haley
stuff coming.
expect-
So what you're looking at is 2 different videos from 2 different days of him talking about different things, clearly, plainly, clearly obvious that this is the same footage. The movement is identical. There's no amount of mannerisms or cadence that create this level of synchronicity between 2 separate videos. I mean, this is 100% the same footage. The wrinkles on the shirt are exactly the same. The way his hair sits is exactly the same. This is the same footage, but he's talking about 2 different things. This is an AI avatar.
And there it is, okay? That's kind of undeniable right there. But when I dive into Deaf Noodles' thing, and the thing that made my kind of ears perk up was just how he pronounces people's names.
Fauci's self-destructing at Bryce Hall. Fauci.
So FouseyTube has been getting into drama recently, so Fousey's been making these videos. In some of the videos, he pronounces Fousey as Fousey. In other times,
Fauci.
Fauci. Deaf Noodles 100% knows that it's not Fauci, okay? There's no reason why he would be saying Fauci unless it was an AI just stumbling upon these letters for the first time.
Today, Brianna Chicken Fry was accused of ditching her BFF Grace. Fauci got banned on Kick, and Valkyrie.
What is that, Valkyrie? But just look how robotic this guy is as he goes through this.
Kai Cenat wanted to stream from space, Sneeko got booted from Kick, and Brianna Chicken Fry set TikTok straight on her breakup drama. Looks like love really is out of this world.
Okay, so that's what a robot sounds like, okay? And would you believe it? that Deaf Noodles himself is actually still putting out content as himself. And here he is. Here's what real life Dennis Deaf Noodles looks and sounds like.
Democrats are still reeling from their massive loss to Trump and to Republicans in the House and the Senate. And as their party and their surrogates flail around in cable news looking who to point fingers at to blame this catastrophic...
Like he actually like moves around kind of like a human. He's still talking sort of like a robot.
Democrats are growing increasingly more comfortable pointing their fingers at the American people. Will this...
But that is what a human looks like, okay? Not a very charismatic one. And in these early AI videos of him,
Logan had a prime drink while everyone else was dry.
check out how much he blinks.
Ludwig snuck a sip from Logan's prime bottle, only to find out he got scammed by Logan.
Did you see that? There was zero blinking going on there. Then he kind of reprogrammed the robot, and now if you look at these videos, at least he's blinking.
Today, Hassan Piker's Reddit community got banned.
The blinks come in right away. Before, there were no blinks. Now there are blinks. Not just a dead stare. And then this is what the real Dennis looks like.
Strategy work? Or will Democrats once again bury themselves under the weight of their corrupted intersectional Marxist ideology?
He blinks, he moves his head, he moves his eyes to read like a human being. This version of Deaf Noodles does not do that.
Speed lost 100K to Noah Lyles. The answer is increasingly the latter.
It is so clear to me that this is what's going on. And it is so funny to me that these are the decisions that Deaf Noodles is making, because it could have been good for this guy. He could have had it all. Everybody on the internet knew who he was for the longest time, okay? And now his AI stuff is getting like 2,000, 3,000 views on a 500,000 subscriber channel. And then his real life flesh and blood political stuff is getting like 200 views. This guy has fallen off harder than I've ever seen anybody fall off in almost the history of the internet. It's unprecedented grounds he's trudging. And then for him to have like the most pathetic track record of all time, just to choose AI as his last ditch effort is so funny to me. This guy sucks so bad. He doesn't deserve a redemption arc whatsoever, because when he started this second channel, he was just doing daily news as a human being. It wasn't getting views, so then he changed it up again. He's like, okay, I'm gonna do AI, Pearl, absolutely insane stuff. But literally, I'm just yapping and going crazy over here. Go check out Yap Zaddy's entire video. It's the best video on this topic right now. It's basically the only real video. Me and Xylee and other people are kind of touching in on it. I think Adam McIntyre is going to cover it a little bit later, and then he'll be the biggest voice in the scene talking about AI Deaf Noodles. But I just think everybody needs to talk about it because it is so funny. And in the process, we might actually give him a little bit of relevance again. But I think the internet should rejoice in this brand new whoopee cushion that we have right in front of us. Okay, I'm done. That was so funny. Bye for now. Watch another video. Thank you.